the second time in franchise history, dynasty killers, and maybe the birth of a dynasty in front of our own very eyes after winning last night. What an incredible evening. What just a joyous occasion, filled with fun, filled with love, filled with excitement from our time at Patty Wax, Connor and I. John, I'm sure the Kincade was rocking until Broad Street. The walk to Broad and just seeing the excitement and the joy with everybody. Fireworks going off, beers flowing, champagne flowing. I saw the champagne toast of yours last night on social media. It was just one of the greatest experiences of my life. And, John, now we get to talk about it for the next 4 hours, brother. Good morning.
Good morning to you. I'm going to flat out tell you that I waited my entire career to do this show on this day. I have wanted to you know how happy it was for me to get to come home and work in my hometown after what seemed like a lifetime away. But to do the morning after show of a Birds Super Bowl championship, I cannot almost put it into words, but that's what I'm paid to do. I am thrilled. I'm impressed. I'm dumbfounded by what we saw yesterday, and we're going to get into it all day today. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. There is one problem, though.
What's wrong?
Like, I think your hat's a little outdated. Connor, wouldn't you say his hat's a little outdated?
Is it time for the swap?
I think you got to put on the new one.
I'm even going to violate my own rules, and I'm going to join you today in a hat of my own.
Thank you, Johnny.
And we will put on these trucker hats.
Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles hats.
And
I feel like it's a signing day.
By the way, you know where I got it? Rally House. Rally House was up and at 'em last night after the game.
Which is amazing, man.
We were at the Rally House. My neighbor Mark and I went down to the Rally House in Exton. It was probably 30 minutes after the game. We saw the trophy ceremony, saw all that, and then headed down. And it looked like a pre-snowstorm ransacking of a supermarket.
That's awesome.
It was unbelievable.
Late, too.
The hats were gone, but they told me they're going to have a hat delivery like in the morning, and then a hat delivery and T-shirt delivery in the afternoon. As quick as they can get them onto the trucks, they'll be into your local Rally House today. I can't believe it. The Birds are Super Bowl champs. And what we saw in the last two games, Andrew, it's pretty much inexplicable how this team the crescendo it reached at the best time ever.
The Philadelphia Eagles put up 55 points in the NFC Championship game against the Washington Commanders. And as great as that game was, nobody thought that they would be able to have somewhat of a repeat performance against the Kansas City Chiefs, a team that was looking to win their third straight Super Bowl. The Eagles put up 40. They put up 40 points. They were up 24-0 at halftime. 24-0 at halftime. Connor, at one point, we did the watch party yesterday. Patty Wax said, dude, is this real? Like, are we awake right now, or is this just some sort of dream? And seriously, it kind of felt like that. The Cooper DeJean pick six.
Oh, my gosh.
I remember talking to a lot of people when Patrick Robinson had the pick six against the Vikings back in 2017, and how that was the loudest moment at Lincoln Financial Field. It may have been the loudest moment maybe in the Superdome for no Saints, right? It was 2/3 Eagles fans. All the reporters that were there told us it was 2/3 Eagles fans. It may have been the loudest moment that I ever stood through because my ears were hurting afterward, and it felt good.
Wait, what was it? What moment?
It was a Cooper DeJean pick six.
Cooper DeJean is not a safety.
I mean, dude, like that, they dominated. They dismantled. This Chiefs scored 16 garbage time points. It was basically 40-6.
The one thing that was making me so uneasy, and we talked about it the other day as we sat over lunch waiting to get on the plane to come home to Philadelphia from New Orleans, that I said, I feel unnerved by how confident I am in this team. I never felt that. I never saw that coming.
No, dude,
No, nobody. And
no.
anybody who tells you they did is full of crap.
No, yeah.
But-
nobody said blowout to that point.
But the way that defense made Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes look, that's legendary. Because, yes, the Birds back in 2018, February, did beat the GOAT, Bill Belichick, and Tom Brady.
Yes.
But they didn't make Tom Brady and Bill Belichick look terrible.
No, it came down to the final second. Tom Brady Hail Mary to Rob Gronkowski after he had already thrown for 500 yards in that game.
It was truly...
Dude, Patrick Mahomes at one point had 60 yards in the third quarter. And it makes me laugh. You think about all the national media.
All week long.
Can they throw? Can they win this way? Is Jalen Hurts going to hold them back? And Patrick Mahomes, who will be in Canton by the time, he could be in it tomorrow. If he decided,
if he stepped away right now.
Do you guys want to add one more name to that list of Hall of Famers? I'll go in. He should be the first active player in the Hall of Fame, if I'm being honest. Like, he's great. But they kept him to 60 yards in the third quarter yesterday, and you hear everything that was said about Jalen Hurts leading up to this game throughout the entire playoffs, and he outplays him for his second Super Bowl. Right?
Correct. It was
Obviously,
the second time he's outplayed.
The first one they lose, but he has outplayed Patrick Mahomes in both Super Bowls now.
There's no question he did. And yesterday, Jalen Hurts, if you thought that Jalen Hurts was some cyborg that was just programmed to do whatever it takes to win, you definitely had stuff to fuel your conspiracy theory yesterday, because he was an ice-cold assassin yesterday.
Yeah.
And there was almost no emotion till the very end.
He finally cracked a smile in that fourth quarter, man.
He was, even with like a minute to go, they're showing him on the bench, and it seemed like he was pissed off that the Chiefs got that late touchdown.
right.
Like he was so into it. But I got to see some of joyous Jalen afterwards, and his love of this. And I hope he has a freaking great week.
You know what's wild? I think he played a very, very similar level of game to the 2022 Super Bowl. The biggest difference is the defense actually gave him something.
See, I think his performance offensively was less than 2022.
Well, it didn't need to be more.
But it didn't need to be more.
I mean, if it's a tight game, he's still throwing the football. He only threw 22 pass attempts yesterday. He didn't need to. Saquon Barkley. This is crazy. He rushed for 57 yards on 25 carries.
Saquon Barkley, and we talked about it a little bit before, Saquon Barkley got the crap beaten out of him on every carry.
And yet he took the ball.
And they kept giving him the ball. They stayed dedicated to the run, keeping that defense having to commit to him, and then look what happened.
Wait, but
everything up.
The Eagles can't win if they have to throw the ball.
Oh,
if Saquon gets shut down, the Eagles can't win.
That's what we were told,
I can't
man.
get over it.
By the way,
what's Jack Sparrow saying this morning?
Shout out to Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. He tweeted at 5:54 this morning, I ain't been to sleep yet.
Us either, baby.
He is still partying, man.
The team has a party back at the hotel.
Yeah.
At the team hotel. They have two ballrooms.
Yeah, they're not
Two ballrooms connected, so what they do is they have food, open bar, all that kind of stuff.
All right, listen up.
Unbelievable.
No show sheet today. All right, we are celebrating with you.
All
it is
morning.
An open phone day for you, 610-632-0975. Yeah, I'd like to check the text line every once in a while, but I want to hear from you. I want to hear your passion throughout the course of today's show. This is a day where we celebrate together, where we celebrate as family, like you celebrated with your friends and family last night. The Philadelphia Eagles, for the second time in franchise history, for the second time in less than a decade.
8 seasons, 3 Super Bowl trips, and 2 titles.
Super Bowl champions, baby.
Oh, my gosh.
It is Kincade and Salciunas all day today with you here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hey, guys. Andrew Salciunas from Kincade and Salciunas. Thank you for checking out all of our stuff on YouTube. Make sure you click, like, subscribe on everything that you see. And, of course, you can see everything from our YouTube feed. Full shows, interviews, When John's Being an Idiot, which is like 15 times a day. So make sure you check out all of our stuff on YouTube. We appreciate it.